Jeffrey Belleville.
Oui.
You have to present yourself.
I'm Andre Nadeau.
And this is How to Wire a Bonsai Properly, Part 1. So first of all, you want to remember this is a relaxing tree. It's more like a meditation than it is a cultivation.
Yeah.
So you want to get yourself in the proper mood to be tranquille, which is what the French call calm. So first you want to get yourself in a nice mood with some music. This one is called Road Trip Playlist. Let's give it a shot. Second of all, you want to get yourself a little glass of something refreshing. We chose a 23-year-old aged rum from Guatemala, but you can also go with a beer, or some might even choose a bottle of white wine.
Yeah.
Cheers, Andre. Now you need the proper wires. I got some 19 gauge. This is stainless steel wire that you can find at your local hardware store. I paid like $5 for this. Or you get the smaller 24 gauge green floral wire. For a Frenchman, it's a hard thing to say. Floral wire. Talk about a tongue twister, genuine gentlemen. So I got this plant, which is this is a Aurelia Ming. Excuse me for the pronunciation. I think it's Aurelia Ming. Might be Aurelia. Who knows? I know. And what I did is I took all these branches off the bottom, because to make a proper bonsai, you wanna see the trunk of the tree. And by luck, this is a double trunk tree. I didn't know that, but with the help of my friend that just graduated from foresting school, he told me that this is a double trunk tree because it's got two trunks. Now, I took this little patch of branch here, and then what I wanted to do was bring it down some to get rid of some height and to make a little bush on the side. A little bush on the side. You know what I'm talking about. So that is going to make a couple of bushes here and there. Now there's a bunch of Japanese names for the types of formation you want to place your tree, but I'm not Japanese and I don't speak Japanese, so I call this the bush anywhere formation because it's got bushes anywhere you want it. So I use this little 24 gauge floral wire for these smaller branches up top. But as my friend the forester said, you should bring this heavy piece of branch here down some, kind of like this. But this is stiff wood in the Aurelia Ming, so I had to use the 19 gauge stainless steel wire. So I went up and twisted it around. And we're going to see how the branch reacts to the tension. If not, we might have to go back to home hardware to get some 28 gauge steel. Forged steel.
28 gauge, you can see. 2419.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's the 23-year-old that got to me. I drink to that. So I'm going to try and twist this branch. So you want to bend it as close to, put your thumb on the wire and kind of feel the branch. Because if it cracks, a cracked branch just won't grow back. So you have to be very delicate. And it is very, very stiff. Good thing I used this tough wire. This heavy piece of wire, but my gosh, it's stiff. See, it's not holding up. It's not doing anything I want it to do. So what I'm going to be doing here is trying to really bend it, and if it cracks, the hell with it. Because I was about to cut the branch off anyway, so might as well try to bend it as much as I can. And if it cracks, well, let's just say it was a sign it wasn't meant to be.
Can't you put more wire on it?
I could put more wire, and I think this is what I'm going to do right now.
Like with a contrary twirl?
Oh no, because I looked at another video on YouTube, and the guy wasn't Japanese, but he had those almond eyes. I don't know where he was from, but when they have almond eyes and they talk about bonsaiing, I believe. And he said, never do counter wiring, or whatever he called it, which means always go the same way, which I'm doing the contrary right now. So as you can see, I started from the bottom. I tried at the top, it didn't work, I changed my mind. It's like that with bonsaiing. You just don't forget to have fun, because this is about fun. So I'm just putting more wire on this piece of branch. I was going to say piece of something else because it's not bending, but oh well, I'm not. Oh, it's going to be tight. And this branch might as well, what did I just say? May as well just die. I don't really give a rat's ass about this branch. Sorry, tree. Always talk to your tree as you're doing the wiring, so that the tree can understand what you're trying to do with it. Because he was not born or planted or seeded in this one's case to be curled up that way. So you have to explain to the tree, hey dude, stop. I mean, yeah, I know you're like stubborn and you want to be stiff, but there's a time to be stiff and there's a time to be smooth. That's right. Some might know what I'm talking about, some might not, depending on the age difference. So I'm going to be bending this with 19 gauge wire. See this banana bend here? Oh my gosh. It's not holding up. Well, it is a little bit, Andrew. Oh, my friend the forester is going to try to give it a little twist. Ooh, it might crack. I think some bark came off here. I think it's at the limit of cracking right now.
Where?
Well, we're going to leave it like that. And then what I like to do with the bush anywhere you want is to bring it down and then back up. So that's what I'm going to do here. I just placed that branch exactly where I wanted to. It's a funky looking tree. Look at this, it's just marvelous. It's got another twirl back here. Now I'll spare you some time with this video. We're going to do part 2 next, because there's a lot of wiring to do. We're going to go ahead and grab us a 6-pack at the dollar store.
The dollar store?
Yeah, because we're in Quebec. They sell beer at the dollar store. We're not freaks. And what we're going to be doing next is... Yeah, they do. So, when we're back from the break, we're going to get rid of all this bush up top and try to bring it down kind of like this one. See here what I did? Just like that. So we're going to be doing this with all the branches, and it might look something like a bonsai next. So see you soon. And on that note, I'm Jeffrey Belleville.
My last name.
And he's Andre Nadeau. And this is... What's the name of our show? Wiring a Bonsai with Part 1.
Yeah.
And as my friend Mitch Hedberg once said, is a hippopotamus... he said actually, is a hippopotamus a hippopotamus or a really cool hippopotamus?